watching the Gabby Gabe Show. Hey, wash your hands to make sure that you put some air pressure. Cut it out. Okay, all right. Cut it out, guys. This is the Gabby Gabe Show, and I have my first guest for tonight. We have over here, live from his studio apartment in somewhere in California. Would you want to introduce yourself to the crowd? We're live here on the Gabby Gabe Show.
I'm just so stoked right now, man.
Well, you have to be. You have to be. Many people have been trying to get onto the Gabby Gabe Show, and the long line.
Your identification.
Well, my identification.
We don't need to see his identification. These aren't the droids we're looking for.
Many people have been saying, Gabby Gabe, how can I get in your show? How can I do it? How can I just? Well, all you have to do is just send me an email, and I'll respond to it. And I also have a live chat going on there today.
We need to build a wall, and it has to be built quickly.
That's Donald Trump right there. Some of the issues on the Gabby Gabe Show for tonight, we'll be talking about Donald Trump. And he got what? My sidekick. Can you introduce yourself to the people out there?
Yo, what's going on, guys? I identify as Donald Jr. I gotta keep the ball rolling here. But what's it called? I emailed the Gabby Gabe Show.
That's right. That's how we got it. The Gabby Gabe, and this is Donald Jr.
Link down in the description.
The link's down.
Make sure you go hit it. But today I would love to hit some important topics, and I'm ready and excited and ready to go.
Sure. In the Gabby Gabe Show, we talk about all sorts of things, current events, and other issues that might affect us here locally, here in the Imperial County in California.
Didn't you get a shot?
That's right.
How did that go?
Well, that's COVID-19 right there.
COVID-19? COVID 2020? COVID-20 or no?
Well, that's last year's deal. We're in 2021. 2020 was last year. The year before that was COVID-19. Many people don't even realize that COVID-19, well, this is the 30-year anniversary, hasn't it? And if you haven't had COVID-19, I recommend all of my viewers to get the vaccine if available. Some of you are going to be privileged to get the COVID-19 vaccine. There are two types of vaccines available right now. There are more for our frontline workers in the healthcare and other privileged people. The Moderna and the Pfizer vaccine are out there. And some people have been asking me, Gabby Gabe, how do I get to get that vaccine? You know, and I keep telling everybody,
Denied.
And I say, you are going to be denied, but you have to meet some prerequisites. Right now, the frontline workers, healthcare workers are getting that COVID-19 vaccine. If you've seen some of my previous films out there, I got the vaccine pass on Monday. Donald Jr., were you able to see that video where I got my vaccination of COVID-19?
Absolutely, I saw that. Was a bit worried.
Okay.
At first.
Yeah. Well, and Donald Jr., you know what? There's so many people out there worried about this COVID-19 vaccine.
Yeah, I do have questions as far to we identified it 2019.
That's right.
Here in 2018.
But for
is that a possibility?
Right, but for the common people, I mean, if I were to say, I mean, have you had the COVID-19 vaccine, Donald Jr.?
No, I personally haven't.
Now, what do you think about it? Are you concerned? Do you feel scared about getting it? Because there's a lot of talk out there that this vaccine has not had much research, and that, well, quite frankly, we are just guinea pigs. What's your view?
Absolutely not concerned. You know, I'm more concerned that we don't reach that 70% threshold
All right.
of humanity actually taking the shots. And so, yeah, I thought, why not just take it? You know, wrong.
Wrong.
That guy has no idea what he's talking about.
Wrong.
Whatever.
Well, the whole plan is to get these vaccines all around the world and get as many people vaccinated. Now, wait a minute. Hey, are you coughing? Do you have COVID-19? That sounds a little scary there.
No. Just got a little fever going, but I'm all good.
This is the Gabby Gabe Show. We're going to take a 5-second break here while we look at our different themes. In other news, the Imperial County has received many vaccinations throughout the different local hospitals and other clinics. The frontline workers and healthcare attendants are the first ones to receive the COVID-19 vaccines. The most common vaccine out here is the Moderna and the Pfizer. In order to get immune and get vaccinated, 2 vaccines are required from these 2 vaccinations. The first shot is given and the second shot given 28 days apart. This just in, Donald Trump, President of the United States, gets impeached for the second time. And so Nancy Pelosi and her other minions out there in the House of Representatives has already passed the articles of impeachment. That's right. The articles of impeachment have been passed. Donald Jr., any word about what this might mean to the presidency?
You're wrong.
Wrong.
Well,
there we go.
I'll tell you what.
Right. You're as in wrong as in right. You're right.
I think that this articles of impeachment has been sent prematurely. I mean, there was no, how can I say, a case, no time to review the matter. The articles of impeachment, I mean, there's certain rules that has to go along with it. I think they just threw it in. There has to be some process there, at least where the president has to defend himself. However, I don't know how many days the president has left in his presidency. Today is January the 13th.
Gabby Gabe.
Yes.
Gabby Gabe.
That's me. What's up?
Okay. So how do you feel right now in this moment? How do you feel?
Well,
about the president?
About the president? Well, you know what? I'll tell you what. He has.
Are you stoked?
Well, I am kind of concerned for the Trump name. Obviously, this impeachment is going to throw the Trump name into shambles. This is just a way for the House of Representatives and the Democrats to ruin the Trump legacy. And somehow, one way or the other, these Democrats, and led by Nancy Pelosi, they're going to try to somehow impede the president from ever holding public office again. Any federal office, perhaps. Who knows? Maybe Donald Trump might want to run again for re-election in 2024. So this impeachment is going to really, really mess up his chances.
Excuse me.
That's right. This is Donald Trump is going to be his name will have no more credibility now. But look, to go along with the riots and all the chaos that happened in Capitol Hill, these articles of impeachment has been put forward by the House, and they want to put President Trump as the culprit, as the ringleader of these riots. The speech given by Donald Trump. Well, you know what? I don't. I heard it personally. I don't see anywhere, any way in which Donald Trump has lifted up some revolt. He's never had it. I mean, this we're talking about a president, a candidate for the 2022 election here who had hundreds, if not hundreds, of mass gatherings. And not one of their mass gatherings have they ever showed any violence. Now, if you do recall, Little Don, do you recall all these riots that we had this past summer?
Absolutely. I turned on the TV, the news, media, social media, YouTube,
Yes.
Instagram,
Right.
Snapchat. That's all I saw.
Yeah.
Just splattered. Mass propaganda.
That's what it was.
About propaganda. And is it going on in this nation? Gabby Gabe?
Well, you know what? And I say, is the media's way, the tool to try to discredit this president. Not only that, but talking about this past summer, the Democrats, along with Antifa and Black Lives Matter, listen, this is all well orchestrated by the Democrats. And this is just a way for them to rationalize their riots. I mean, think about this. Donald Jr. Think about this. How many monuments, state monuments, were desecrated? How many buildings, businesses were burnt down? Riots. There were close to, what was it? If my record shows correctly, 24 deaths during those riots. And they tried to say that this was okay because that was a peaceful demonstration. They were acting according to the rights in the laid out by the Constitution. But now you have these MAGA supporters and these infiltrators that had gone into the Capitol Hill and have desecrated the Capitol building. But and they call that to be a fight against the government. It was unruly and it was unjust. I don't know where these people get their minds, right?
And that's the thing we got. Far right, far left.
That's right.
Right? That's already in our mind. That's divide and conquer. Possibly.
Well, there is a struggle to keep this union together, and let's see who is trying to. Because, quite frankly, the United States of America is split down the middle. You got 50% looking at one way, the other 50% thinking another way. Before it was all for Trump, and now we want Biden. But quite frankly, the views are split right down the middle, and we're going to enter whatever anyone says. We're going to enter a new era, a new era. The Democrats have control of the House and the Senate. Joe Biden, being a Democrat, that's going to happen. That's how things are going to be run now. The Democrats and their minions out there are going to control the states. And your thoughts and your ideas.
Thoughts and ideas. Here we go.
This is Gabby Gabe's show. So,
Gabby Gabe, you're tuned in.
Live from Brawley. Where's
Brawley at?
Brawley. Brawley is...
I don't know where Brawley's at.
Well, I'm from parts unknown. Brawley, California. Can somebody tell them where Brawley, California is at? Anybody out there?
I gotta
hear it. Brawley, California is southern border, lies with Mexico. It's near the Salton Sea, but yet close to Arizona. Not far away, about 2 hours west, you'll find San Diego. Raleigh, California, that's where we're at. And so, the Gabby Gabe Show, airing here live from Raleigh, California.
I think it's time. We got to give the people what they want. Time to clock in. You're clocked in. We're ready to go. So, Gabby Gabe,
Yes,
I think it's time.
it is
that
time.
We let the people know
Okay.
about who Gabby Gabe really is. So, Gabby Gabe.
Okay, this is an interview
let the
question
people know
part.
who you are.
Well, Gabby Gabe is just an ordinary person, just making his way through this world, his doggy dog world, who wakes up every morning, prays, goes to work, returns home, and thinks about what he has done to impact this world or changed or even touch a soul or a life here. So that's Gabby Gabe's mentality there. So I see that we're running low on power there, and so yeah, I'm just a simple, ordinary guy with simple questions that want to dig into other people's minds and try to figure out this world that we live in. That's who I am. Any other questions?
Any other questions? You have a bad day. Are you in control of it? And how do you take control?
Do I ever have a bad day? Well, everybody has a bad day, but it's all about having self-control, having, I guess what you want to say, disciplined mind, because I could have a flat tire tomorrow and it could ruin my whole day, or I could turn something bad into something good. So bad days are the things of the past, because at my age, and I won't reveal my age, old Gabby Gabe is a youngster. And so for you to ask me if I had a bad day, I most certainly had many bad days in my past, but those days are over me. And so I learned how to control those days, and I don't let it control me. So that's Gabby Gabe right there.
Let's go. I believe there's a quote.
What is the quote?
By a young man named Drake.
Okay, who is this?
I would love to recite this.
Go ahead.
To take a second, a little quick breaker, but I thought I'd let the viewers know about this.
All right.
Absolutely. Immaculate. Great. Ready to go. But Gabe?
What is that quote that you have there? Whoa, I see you got some. Hey, that's the bright light there. You got some heavy shades. You got a lot of light there.
There we go. I always keep it rocking. Never slacking. Always macking. Let's see. We are going to pull it up right now. Oh, no.
Well, it looks like my where's that quote there? My listeners there are trying to hear what the quote of the day is. This is the Gabby Gabe Show. I am on live.
Gabby Gabe Show?
Yes.
Let's see. Why not we just introduce him to the quote right now?
Well, go for it.
Here we go. And I thought maybe if we have viewers right now, just one viewer, maybe two, maybe three, I thought maybe this could possibly impact life.
Okay.
Just one quote. Here we go. Sometimes it's a journey that teaches you a lot about your destination. Let that sink in.
I want to repeat that one more time. Sometimes life is a journey.
And it teaches you about a lot of things.
Well, sure.
And mainly it teaches you about your destination.
Absolutely. That's what life is all about. Life, you have good experiences, bad experiences, and you got to gain some sort of wisdom. Wisdom is what's going to help you persevere in your times of trouble. and following great advice from others, even though sometimes a person's mind blocks good advice from others. You have to let yourself to be open and receptive to other people's judgmental calls. So most definitely living in this world, there's a lot of struggles, a lot of good things, and there's a lot of bad things here in this world. And that's what the Gabby Gabe shows is going to try to dissect a lot of the bad things that are happening out here. And to be frank, you know what? Experience in the Gabby Gabe show too. We'll have other guests here in the future that will give their own opinions about other things in life. So I say that COVID-19, I want to tell you right now, COVID-19. Now, as a student of biology, that's me, Gabby Gay. I'm a student of biology. I'm also a student, and many of my viewers don't know that. I have already examined many of the biological papers, scientific papers out there, the data about the vaccination. And although there are some negative responses and negative reactions towards this COVID-19 vaccine, the numbers show still that it is beneficial for the common man in the community to take it. Sure, there are risks, just like everything in the world. And, one bad apple out of if you have a sample pool of 10,000,
Oh, David, case alert.
Case alert. Wait a minute, let me get the crowd down. Case alert.
COVID cases are important, guys. Just looking at certain samples, I found that in the Pearl County.
That's right, the county.
453 deaths. Take this seriously.
This is something very serious for our community. Now, the Gabby Gabe show does have a 30 minutes. How many more minutes do we have? We have 8 minutes left. 8 more minutes.
Who's next on the chart? News. I type in news, I see COVID vaccine. COVID vaccine. Is a COVID vaccine effective?
Look, all I'm going to tell you right now. Last Monday, I took the COVID-19 vaccine.
How did you feel?
And how did I feel? Well, look, after I took the shot, they had me sit down for 15 minutes, and I was under observation. And the nurse, just looked at me to make sure that I didn't have any allergic reactions. And, after my 15 minutes, I felt great. Everything was normal, and I resumed my daily activities. And I went on to carry on the rest of my day. I do want to mention that I had a slight headache. A slight headache. Wow. Yes. But you know what? I took some. I took an ibuprofen. Wow. And after that, I had lunch. And you know what? The headache was gone. I think maybe I was low. Maybe I was hungry or something. But yeah, I did experience a slight headache, and also the shot was given to me on my right deltoid. Very sore, very, very sore. It hurt for. Let's see. Today is Wednesday. Wednesday evening. We're going to Thursday, and right now I feel great. I can lift up the arm on a scale of 1 through 10. Well, I can still feel where the pain is at, where the shot was given. But you know what? I feel good. I feel great. However, the following day, on the Tuesday, the day after my shot, I felt a little bit lethargic. I was not myself. I did feel a little bit out of touch, if you will. So I want to say that it could have been the COVID-19 vaccination. It could be other things that is going on in my life. But I assure you to my viewers that the Gabby Gabe is doing okay. I did not do some shows the other day. And Little Junior right there, you look great right there, just on the mic. On the mic.
Really cool.
Absolutely
Really
just.
cool.
This is the Gabby Gabe Show, a show about random things. Many people have been asking me, Gabby Gabe, how do you get so big? What do you do to work out? Well, I'm gonna tell you right now. Supplements. Supplements are good. Supplements. What's I gonna talk about supplements? David, Donald Jr., what do you know about supplements?
I mean, I take steroids.
What? Was it what?
Really cool.
Was it what?
Yeah.
Wow. My viewers are shocked. I'm in shock. You want to tell how you get? Why did he stare? How old are you, Donald Jr.?
I cannot confirm that. I cannot confirm that to the people. I'm gonna leave them in shock and awe. But one thing I can say is that you did recommend it, and you talked about your deltoid.
Oh,
and I gotta say,
okay.
your deltoid's immaculately huge. I can't say it. I asked myself that. Steroids, but don't do steroids. Don't do steroids. They're not good for you.
Very bad.
I
Very
do recommend
bad.
physical health for absolutely everybody who's watching this video, if you are. But yeah, no. After talking to Gabby Gabe, he talked to me about his supplements, and I believe you take amino energy.
I do. Amino energy is really good to keep. You know, I'll tell you something. You want to build some good muscle, give strength in your body, and have a
You want to get the ladies. I mean, build strength. Absolutely. I can't do this now, but
I'll tell you what, branched chain amino acids are so good for your body because the precursors of building good muscles, they are the amino acids, and as you know, muscles is made out of simple proteins. And the amino acids that make the muscles, skeletal muscles, will be the branched chain amino acids. Isoleucine, leucine. Then you have this other amino acid. I forget the name of it. But branched chain amino acids, if you're trying to get some strength. Look, I think I even have a bottle back here. Let me see.
there you go. You got it.
Well, I just happen to have branched chain amino acids, and this is a good.
Absolutely.
One. I love this one. Total energy. I love it. And precursor. You got to have amino acids. We'll have to talk about that in some other show. Gabby Gabe show. Gabby Gabe show only has about 2 minutes left, and this is the Gabby Gabe show.
Before we head out, Gabby Gabe.
Merry Christmas.
Before we head out, Gabby Gabe.
Okay.
And it's also called the Gabby Gabe Show.
Yeah.
Where does your inspiration come from? And why did you name it the Gabby Gabe Show? The people got to know.
My inspiration comes from the ignorance of people whom I see around the world every day in my daily life, and I see how many people are misinformed in many areas and many different topics. So I decided to make this show, the Gabby Gabe Show, as a way to even vent, because there's so many issues around the world. And and it's okay. It's a freedom of speech. You can stand in one way or the other way. Now, Gabby Gabe is just a term that an old teacher gave to me back in 1994. Old Jimmy Cannon. Oh my! He called me Gabby Gabe. You're the
1994,
Gabby Gabe.
worst memory, crazy memory. I would have to say.
It was a memory that has served me well, and I have built on it, so I cannot define Gabby Gay without 1994? Listen, my viewers.
Hello.
We are
Goodbye.
Almost out of time. And the Gabby Gabe Show. We'll see you soon in the next episode in the Gabby Gabe Show. Where we might have another guest coming in and we'll talk about other stuff. Many people to interview, many people to ask questions about what's going on with the world, especially with this new president that's coming in. And this is going to be my new sidekick right here. We'll have old Donald Jr. right here in the background. And the Gabby Gabe Show is about to zoom out. This is Gabby Gabe saying good night to wherever you may be. Signing out.